We're getting insane video in right now of a social media influencer giveaway gone wrong. A massive mob swarming a busy New York City park, overtaking the streets and clashing with the cops.
That's so many
All to meet
people.
popular
Holy shit.
YouTuber CatDany, who promised to cops. All to meet popular YouTuber CatDany.
That is funny. It is funny.
Who promised to give out free PlayStations,
he can't
computers,
see.
and gift cards. Video from the scene shows crowds setting off fire extinguishers in anticipation of his arrival, and police dragging away members of the crowd. And when Ka got on the scene, the anarchy intensified. Fans surrounded his car, blocking him from leaving. Ka was forced to speed away with people clinging onto his roof and chasing him down the street, seemingly without having given anything away. There are no known...
Wait, so nobody got a PS5? Wait, so did anybody actually get a PS5 though? One guy got a PS5. Okay.
injuries or arrests. And
maybe they should put Kai in jail, man. That's fucked up. That's a scam.
police are urging people to avoid the area. Okay, so Tyrus, when you saw this happen, did you have any idea this was a YouTube giveaway?
Oh my God.
No, and it just looked like a riot. And this is, every time I hear the cringe word influencer.
Thank you. I fucking hate that shit too. The reason why I fucking hate the word influencer is because I feel like it robs people of their autonomy. It's like now these are no longer adults that are in control of their actions. Now it's like this person is like a mind control wizard. Nah, bro, get the fuck out of here.
What did you influence? You influenced the riot. Like they give away stuff. This was all for
so pathetic.
media attention to get a bunch of likes or follows on his YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is what happens when you give away free things. The worst people show up. And we saw this in the pandemic with free money. Like every time anything.
Bro, you know, there's a phrase in sales. It's called ABC, always be closing. And it is impressive for this dude to sneak that in just like that. Like y'all got to admit, like that was some really slick shit. To just get it right in there. Just some little, let me bring in my agenda item that has nothing to do with this.
It's free.
I love it.
This is what happens. And when high-marked items like PlayStation 5, which because of the pandemic, because of our great transportation czar, you couldn't get anything, and PlayStation sat on boats for almost
I thought it was because of microchips.
2 years. So if you go into any store to get one for your kids, you can't. You have to order them as a back order. Right? So this is a high-value item, and it brought out the worst. And this is what happens. And all I could do was watch it. I was like, man, please don't let it be us that acting a fool and flipping cars. And then I'm watching the video, and I'm like, damn it, it's us again. Like we just.
You mean Fox News fans?
Yes. Gutfeld's right there.
People on the five.
Martha, you are a big YouTuber. You
big CatDany fan.
Big fan of CatDany.
I'm one of his 5.5.
The way they say it, it makes me think that it's like the Russian word for astronaut. Straight up.
500,000 followers.
Did you have any idea the power of CatDany?
Not until about 7.5 minutes ago. When I dug in and did some research, I watched some of his videos. He's 21 years old. He's younger than my kids. And he was, doing an interview. And one of the main topics of the interview is the benefits and drawbacks of fake it till you make it. Right? So I'm thinking, what does he actually do? So I looked up some of his videos, and he's mostly sitting on really fancy cars, showing off his clothing, his fashion forward clothing. He's holding key fobs in his hands to prove that he has all these amazing cars. It's not incredible.
I feel like that's not really like what he does. Usually he just stands in his room and like somebody goes, they like drop this on the ground and like, whoa, right? He goes ape shit, goes all around the room, goes crazy. And then they go and they fucking burn down their house. They burn down their fucking house. He just screams, yeah, it's fucking funny. I'm going to be honest. I do. I think it's fucking funny. There's something wrong with me Because whenever I saw them shooting Roman candles at each other in their own house, I thought it was funny. Now, obviously, it's their own house, so it's like, I mean, what's wrong with that? But this is different. Loud is funny? I don't know. I think it's funny. I do. I'm an older guy now, right? I'm in my 30s. But I can still remember back in the day whenever I wished so much I would be able to do shit like that. Yeah.
Deep in terms of what he's influencing out there. But this is, I agree with Tyrus. It's like, you know, why are we giving stuff away? I mean, why is this beneficial to society? This is a mess waiting to happen from the get.
I love how, like, what is the angle here? The problem is because he was giving away free PS5s? Like, what a stupid way to look at it. Like, why are we giving away free? Well, I mean, let's say he wasn't. Let's say he just, like, if he wasn't giving away free PS5s, he was just taking pictures with people, or he just scheduled a meetup for all of his fans to show, like, how powerful CatDany community is. I feel like this video would still happen. But, like, so like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just, like, I feel like this is just a hobby horse for them to talk about, like, why... like COVID unemployment, like, benefits were bad. Like, it just seems so stupid.
Go. And we give too much away, actually, in this country.
Like
There's
our hearts.
too much free stuff that is going out there, and maybe it would be better if everybody sort of earned what they wanted to buy.
Yeah.
So, Kennedy, you've seen some of these things. You saw it in the Arab Spring.
I love how it just has nothing to do. The best part is, like, how it just has nothing to call it. Yeah, of course, right? As I said, APC, man, always be closing. Yeah, this is Sony's fault. They did this.
You saw Black Lives Matter. Yes. You've seen the anti-Trump protests. This looks a little different than those things, but also, I mean, the same amount of people.
Well, unfortunately, the same thing can happen because, as we see with riots, they build and build and build, and the crescendo is what's so dangerous because...
Well, you got to keep in mind, I say this before, I say it again, a lot of the people that go to fuck shit up at these places are there because they want to fuck shit up. They don't care about the cause. They don't care about the people. They don't care about the event. They want a smokescreen for them to fuck shit up.
You have people who are watching this on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. Yeah. They have FOMO, so they rush to the scene. They try and get there.
Exactly. Yes, 100%. It's not even about Kai. It's about being at the place where the thing is happening.
More people show up, the later it goes, the dumber people get. And my worry is that, you know, their kids, it's the middle of summer. A lot of kids are unsupervised right now. They're just screwing around. And I worry that someone is going to get seriously hurt. And all these influencers are trying to do is show they can pull a crowd. They just want to show that they can create a massive scene, that they've got so much clout and so much pull.
It worked, by the way. That's the funny thing, is that it did work. It worked. Yeah, it did.
And, you know, as Tyrus would say, this is the flex for them to show that they can get a ton of people in one place and create utter chaos. Yeah. Just because people are so excited to see them. And that's a win. That is what victory looks like when you are an influencer.
Yeah, I mean, you used to have the Beatles. You know, they used to go on top of the roof and they used to play music and people used to swarm around. But that was actually a performance.
Amazing.
This guy's just throwing around the PS5.
Well, that's the thing. Apparently only one dude got a PS5. And yeah, Jesse is right. Like, not plural, not PS5s. A PS5. One dude got one. That's it.
Quick before my esteemed Carl Harold gets involved here. This isn't even about him. He was offering something that everybody wanted, PlayStations. Yeah. Scott Baio could have came back today.
Nah, I think it was about Kai. I do. I think that if, you know, some random-ass person had done this, I don't think that you would have had the same type of event. I think it was... The PS5, I would say, like, is 80-20. Like, it's 80% Kai, 20% the PS5s.
And said, I'm going to give away PlayStations, computers. Downtown, the same mob would have showed up. That's the thing. It's not him.
I don't think so.
Be respectful to Scott Baio.
And I think he can still do it. He's still in charge. But the point is, that's the thing. The illusion is him. It's not him.
Right.
Because once he showed up and didn't have what they wanted him in a different way.
Yeah, I mean, if I showed up promising PS5s and I didn't have PS5.
Well, I think these people are just trying to say hi. Like, I don't think they're trying to, like, bro, if people were mad at Kai, they'd be breaking the windows. Nobody's trying to break the windows or fuck with the car. Like, really? Like, I mean, the thing is, if you were pissed off, no, think about it. Like, then why aren't any of the windows broken? Why is nobody trying to hit the car? Yeah, they love him.
Well,
it'd be in some trouble.
Is that him standing up in that truck?
I mean, he handed out something.
Yeah.
So ordinarily, when you do, when you do something like this, you got to have permits if you're going to draw this kind of, draw this many people. We've had someone in the network already saying that, the freedom to assemble is a freedom to assemble as long as you walk through you satisfy certain requirements. People who don't generally are riding, and those are the people that should be held accountable by the law. Two, this says a lot about us too. I think your point, both you and Tyrus, both you and Martha, saying about how all of us are saying how people want free stuff.
Oh God, are you fucking kidding me, man? Are we really gonna go back to this shit? Oh my God, it's like, how do you have such an easy W with this video and then you turn it into some bullshit? Like, God damn. Of course people want free stuff. Like, what do you mean? This is crazy?
I mean, our value system is a little warped here. We would all show up for PlayStation 5s. I mean, it's different going to see the Beatles.
Yeah, imagine would people show up for Jesus? Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
Or going to see Hammer show up for PlayStation 5s. I mean, it's different going to see the Beatles or going to see Hammer or going to see LL or going to see Bobby Brown. Every little step to the Rona. Going to see that for free is a very different proposition. But I hope
by the way, the same shit happened. Like, I remember, it was at Auditorium Shores, this is like 2011 or some shit. And the Strokes played a free concert. And you know what happened? Some stupid, crazy shit happened. There were like 10,000, 30,000 people there. Shit was getting fucked up. People got their shit broken into. It was not good.
I hope the police hold accountable.
It's about free.
Well, we're getting a report right now that this guy Castanat has been arrested by NYPD. We haven't confirmed it yet, but those are the reports, Martha.
Good. Yeah, I mean, it reminds me of, and you're right to make this distinction. Some of these kids just went down there. They're not bothering anybody. Other people, there were reports of hitting police. We see so many scenes of people who think that they're giving away everything free at Gucci and in the drugstore. And throwing stuff, in the back of bags and running away with it. So, there's a lot of out of control behavior, and I think Harold's right. I think it goes to sort of an undercurrent in society.
Yeah, I think that's true. I just think it's important to understand that, like, not every person that goes to something like this is a bad actor. And I think it's important to, like, distinguish so, like, who the actual bad actors are, rather than just being like, yo, anybody that's here is bad. Like, it's so disingenuous and lazy.
That is unnerving and unsettling to all of us.
So now this guy's going to have a mugshot, and he's got this. Yeah. Talk about clout, Kennedy.
Yeah, I don't think he's upset about this at all. I think, wearing the little silver bracelets today is the cherry on his Friday, Sunday, and he's good with it. Now,
Oh, yeah, he's probably
I remember
happy.
In 1991, I was very excited to go to the Sunset Strip and see a little bit of hair metal. You know who pulled up? And red convertible Lambo, MC Hammer.
Ooh.
And you know what happened? He was mobbed by everyone, metal fans, hip hop fans. He was mobbed by everyone on the street. I've never seen a person with a bigger smile on his face.
He loved it.
He was so happy to have touched off that moment. And I was like, please, Hammer, don't hurt him. He's like, this doesn't hurt at all. This feels so good. And unfortunately, that is the effect that he's going for. But
but it's like, again, that's not trying to start a riot either, right?
Safe. Don't be dingbats. It's not worth it.
Can't touch this.
I think that it's kind of annoying that, like, you have media and people like this that, like, they have an agenda. They have, like, a perspective that they're going to use. And so it's more important for them to use this as, like, this is like a vehicle for them to push their perspective or push their agenda rather than actually talk about the event or, like, have any real, like, commentary on it. It's kind of boring. It really is. But, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what I expected. Is there news places still reporting on it? Yeah. It's like, it makes me wonder, like, because Twitch, as I said, it puts Twitch in a bad position. Because, like, Twitch is in a way responsible for this, you know? Because, like, they, you know, Kai is a partnered streamer, and, like, they obviously know who he is. They probably had people watching the stream, letting it happen, and the fact that it was streamed was like a force multiplier for the amount of people that were going to go there. So, like, it does make them look bad, and so, like, I don't know what Twitch is going to do. Yeah, Twitch mind control? Oh, they didn't mind control him. Like, he acted on his own, but he's still on their platform, right? Let's read some of these. World's completely gone. There's no punishment for breaking the law. Well done, Joe. Who gives a fuck? Is handing out free books, work boots, job applications, your Father's Day card, nothing's happened. This is obviously racial. What the fuck is this? You're giving away books. Nobody showed up. What's this here? Tyrus is speaking the obvious truth. Nobody else would be able to mention. Imagine if the community put this much effort into getting jobs. Yeah, it's just, again, that's the, yeah, it's just like fucking some weird ass shit, man. Would it be any different if just ex-celebrity was handing out autographs? No, I don't think so, but like, I don't know. Isn't really, what's this here? It wasn't really streaming on Twitch. He did most of the streaming on Instagram. Well, like, wherever he did it, I mean, obviously, like, you got to look at it from, like, their perspective, right? Like, if you're Instagram, if you're, like, guaranteed people will try to file civil suits against Kai. Guaranteed. And they will name these companies in the civil suits. Abso-fucking-lutely. And it makes them look bad because advertisers don't want to be advertising on a platform where people are saying that riots are happening on there. And again, I'm not saying it was a riot, but I'm saying people are saying that. And that's what advertisers care about. Advertisers don't care about what's true. They care about what people are saying. So yeah, it's bad publicity. It is unironic. It's not this good publicity is bad publicity, etc. Or bad publicity is good publicity. No, this is not for Twitch. It's not good for them at all. So, like, yeah, I think they're in a really bad position. Permits are needed for a reason. He should have had a permit. It was a mistake not to have a permit. I don't know. Is there anything else really for me to say about this? I feel like we kind of covered everything. Like, let me think about this real quick. Read a few more. How people make $50 million still have the motivation to do this shit? It's fun. That's it. When a teen pushes a white person, it's just about, let's not make it about, like, stop fucking, like, what is this fucking race shit? Like, just fucking stop. Just fucking, just Jesus Christ, stop it. Holy fuck. Get off the fucking internet. Deserves permaban. There should have never been, dude should have never been famous. You could say that about a million people. Hope Kai realizes how much of an impact he has, can learn from this. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, even if he gets banned on Twitch, he goes somewhere else, right? For sure. That kid getting his head through a car window was kind of insane. Yeah, it is. I hope the New York citizens are happy to see that because they're going to be paying for the fucking lawsuit that's going to follow that. Advertisers don't actually care. They want many eyes on their ads as possible. Well, then why don't they advertise on porn sites? Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. So you're in the middle of, so you're in the middle of a large group throwing things at police, and that's not a riot? No, I mean, of course that's bad. Like, of course it's bad. Like, what do you, like, I don't think that, like, I feel like the entire idea of I feel like there's a lot of intellectual dishonesty that surrounds categorizing it in one way or another way. Does it really matter if it was a get-together or a riot? Because we can both agree that there were a lot of people there that didn't do anything wrong, and there were some people there that did something wrong and they should be in jail. So, like, why is it important for you to make this distinguishment? It's semantics, yeah. Like, what are we talking about? I don't care what the fuck you call it. Yeah. What kind of permit would you have to have? I don't know, actually. I have no idea. Like, I've never had to do something like this. If you're at Walmart and a riot happens around you, are you also guilty? Chat's so dumb. Yeah, true. Marketers do care about PR. Yeah, for sure. He knew and hoped it would be like a movie. I'm the told made no characters. Yeah, but he thought it was a movie, but I don't think he thought it was going to be Gangs of New York or fucking World War Z. Like, I thought, like, he thought it was going to be a movie, like, you know, like, I don't know, just some cool movie where everybody is there and, you know, I don't know, like, what would be a movie like this? I'm not even sure, but, like, a game time? Yeah, it'd be like a sports movie or something. Yeah, Footloose, yeah. Yeah, I don't think he meant that. I don't think he meant, like, that kind of a movie. Not like the Warriors. Yeah, no, the opposite of that. Kanye's better management team. Yeah, no, Kai's management team is like, because let's be real, like Kai probably didn't, like, Kai's a grown ass man. He's 21 years old. He's responsible for his own decisions. Definitely. True, 100%. However, the management team should have known this. It is their responsibility to avoid these things. Kai is realistically not going to know all of these things. And although he is responsible for what happens because it's on him, it's his name, and it's you know, his situation. But the real fault, let's be honest, probably lies a lot with the management team. How the fuck did nobody on his management think this was a bad idea? Why the fuck did nobody go and tell him, don't do this, like this shit could happen? Management team didn't organize anything, told people to show up, and that's what happened. Yeah, but there are people that like Kai has a manager, Kai has an agent. Like, I guarantee you, look, let me tell you this. If I went and I said that, by that logic, why is Trump not responsible for the January 6th rioters? I didn't say he was. When did I go and say that? Who the fuck are we talking about Trump for? Yeah, when the fuck did I say that? Who the fuck, you thinking about, what are we talking about Trump for? I don't give a fuck about that. Who cares? Happened like 2 years ago. It's crazy, man. Like, you try to always get me with these gotcha things. Who the fuck typed that? Somebody that thinks they're smart. That's what it is. He surely didn't have an agenda. Yeah, he got his own agenda. Exactly. How do you know Kai didn't ignore their advice? Very, very good point. You are completely right. Kai could have just completely ignored his voice, their advice. Yep. 21 isn't a grown man. You're not a grown man until you're about 40. Oh, no. 21, you're a grown-ass man. You're responsible for all your actions. Nobody else is responsible for what you do whenever you're 21 years old. Nope. Like, you could say, obviously, you're not fully mature, and I think you're right. You know, some people never mature, right? I mean, I've seen this before. People act like little fucking high school kids whenever they're 60. Absolutely, that shit happens. But the truth is that, you know, you're 18, and you're accountable for yourself. You fuck something up, you do something wrong, and that's on you, man. Like, I hate, as I said, people are just in such a fucking frenzy to tell the world that nothing is their fault, man. It's so pathetic. So fucking pathetic. You said if I decided to do something, yeah. Like, if I decided to do, like, a big event like this, and, like, plan something like this out, I would guarantee you get, like, 5 people messaging me, be like, bro, don't do this. And people that know better than I do. Like, I would have, like, my agent message me. I would probably have people from OTK message me. I would have friends of mine that, like, maybe know more about this shit than I do message me. Yeah, I agree you're responsible for your actions at 18, but in my opinion, you're grown up at 25. Yeah, sure, it doesn't matter. I think it depends. These React topics getting longer every day. Well, I find this to be interesting, right? Because, like, everybody's already made up, like, people have had, like, such strong opinions about, like, this whole shit. Like, I read a lot of it yesterday, and so I kind of wanted to talk about it today a lot, because it was just like, you know, I had just been thinking about it, and it just seems like people are... It's so weird that people try so hard to... It's like they've already made up their mind getting into it.